Hello and welcome to the Full 42. I'm your host, Chris Amador. I first want to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Thank you for all the work you've done and for taking care of kids and really being the backbone of the family. Thank you. And I wanted to introduce you to my mom. Me and my mom, as you can see, she was, it was a very, very good time, but I was the youngest of the family. And of course, I was spoiled rotten. Um, Memories of my mother were not, we didn't have as my childhood, we were very, 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 very close. And we didn't have a lot of money at all, but the times we could go out, we could afford to go to the movies. And my mom loved Grease, she loved Saturday Night Fever, she loved Steel Magnolias, she loved all those films that were feel-good films and liked to dance, and she was a big John Travolta fan. So I have those wonderful, wonderful memories of her, but I also have more hurt than I do wonderful memories. Nobody has betrayed me more than my mother, and nobody's hurt me more than my mother. But as time has gone on, she died about, this October will be 7 years. That she was a deeply flawed person, but that came from years of abuse of her childhood, as well as years of abuse from my stepdad, her husband, and it just had an effect. She just could not even conceive of being able to take care of herself, and she became quite dependent. Well, she was more or less groomed by her husband when she was very young, when she got married, and so she didn't have a chance. And so if you have contentious relationship with your mother, if you have problems with your mother, understand that what her childhood was, what it was like. And that generation, boy, oh boy, they had so many issues. I could not imagine growing up in that environment, because it was all with having tidy whities and making sure that if you got in an accident, that your underwear was clean. So what people thought about them, what the neighbors thought about you, it was that's how they lived. And I couldn't imagine living back in those days, and back when everything was so black and white. So I had to, over the years, learn to forgive my mother. And this is where I just had this relationship where, yeah, I miss her. So if right now, if someone gave me $1 billion and said I could wish my mom a happy Mother's Day, I would do it in a heartbeat. But today I'm gonna just watch Grease or Saturday Night Fever, probably Grease, and pretend I'm watching with my mother, and in honor of her. But again, far from perfect, far, far, far from perfect. A lot of flaws, but so am I. So, and I am her son. So I will honor her with a candle and some movies and eat some ramen, because she loved ramen. So call your mom.